What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Phones and Drones. It is finally here, Tesla's 2023 software update in the form of 2023.44.30.1, 2, 3, or 4 right now, because there's been 4 different bug fixes that have been released for the holiday update, which is always good to see. They keep pushing out these updates, but the main branch is 2023.44.30. So I want to go ahead, jump right in the vehicle. Ton of stuff here. Some people are underwhelmed. I think it was actually pretty decent after we got our hands on with it. Let's go ahead and jump right into this. All right, so as you guys can see, we are in the Model S, now running 2023.44.30.2 with a full build number of 13722E 8EF8D7. One call out here before we jump into the release notes is, as you guys can see and are probably aware of at this point, this is still V11. It's specifically V11.1, so no V12 in this release. I've heard Cybertruck is running V12. I believe that's what we saw firsthand, so keep that in mind. It is still coming soon. Now, for the more exciting pieces here in the release notes, as you can see, the first call out here is 444.30.2. Obviously, that is going to have the minor fixes from the original branch, which was the first rollout of the actual holiday update. We have now Apple Podcasts. You can now get this added to your launcher if you want to see it. It says listens to millions of the world's most popular podcasts. Apple Podcasts for Tesla syncs with your favorite Apple devices, so you can seamlessly follow shows, save episodes, and pick up right where you left off, browse any new and noteworthy podcasts, or explore what's trending on top charts. So again, simple way to launch it. Go in your app launcher, and Apple Podcasts is now right here, signified by that new blue dot, and you can hop right into it once you log into your Apple account. We don't use podcasts, so it's not a big thing for us necessarily, but I did just want to show you guys if it's something you are aware of. Next is a new update. We have Castle Doombad. This is a new game that you are now the villain of. It is up to you to destroy the goody two-shoot heroes invading your castle. Defend your evil lair solo or in 2-player co-op with terrible traps, monstrous minions, and wicked weapons. This trap-based puzzler game is like a cartoony tower defense meets dungeon keeping. To play, be in park, and then go to arcade. Castle Doombad. Let's do just that. We have our PS5 controller connected. Signifies that by one connected controller icon. Let's go ahead and play this game and take a look at Castle Doombad. So as you guys can see, there's kind of an introduction with a whole bunch of reading to do here to get everything going. And it's telling you how to control everything now. You have the little ghost as your avatar. And then to descend, you go just like this, holding L down. And there you go. And you can see, start placing some traps. LB, RB. Just do whatever we want there. And you can see the good guys broke in, and now we have to try to continue this so they don't get through. Kind of cool. And you just want to make sure they don't continue up their process. Okay. Also, it's pretty neat. If you are not a fan and you don't want it, there is an uninstall option right here on the screen as well. Next up is something I am actually really excited about. Actually, it's twofold in regards to this piece and the actual rear passenger headphone that we'll talk about in a second. But now you can play games on the rear screen, play games from the back seat. To start a game on the rear touchscreen, open the Apple Arcade. You can also join a game that started on the front touchscreen. Extend the experience for some games with a paired Bluetooth controller. Pretty neat as well. Let's take a look at that. So in the back of the Model S now, as you can see, we have the Apple Arcade logo, and you can see all of your game options that you might want to play, starting with the new ones, Castle Doombad and the classic Beach Buggy Racing 2. If you want, you can obviously scroll through and just say backgammon, and you will be able to play the game right from the rear touchscreen. Pretty neat. I do love that they're having it so easy to use. Again, I wish this display was a little higher up so you'd be able to not have to break your back trying to play the games. But again, it's here nonetheless. Swipe down to go out of the game, back to go completely back to the apps. And obviously, if you want to get out of this and go to any of your other features, it's simple as you have always done. Next up, I'm just going to show you back here, but it is something you can do, obviously, on the Model S or X display up front, or actually I guess the 3 and Y now too, since they both have these rear touchscreens. You can go into settings now and add a new Bluetooth device right from here to actually finally be able to have separate audio and play whatever's playing on the back screen through headphones, so the front driver and passenger don't need to hear that the whole time. Very nice addition. Now, if you are up front and you do want to get everything paired from the front, you can do so by going to the app launcher, rear display, settings, and add new device. So again, app launcher, rear, you saw the new indicator was a circle there, and you'll just go to Bluetooth, add new device, right here as you would expect, and you can get everything paired. So pretty simple, nice to have the option of doing it in both locations. Next could be possibly one of the more fun aspects of this update, and that is the actual car lock sounds. So if we go back into the release notes here, next on our list is going to be custom lock sounds. Like I said, you can now replace the horn sound of your vehicle locking with another sound like a screaming goat, a round of applause, or a random fart. Choose from the options at Toybox, Boombox, Lock Sound, or save your own sound as lockchime.wave or .wav. Has to be less than a megabyte in size onto your flash drive. So this is pretty cool. I am not going to show any custom sounds, but let's run through all of the included new options. So again, you're going to go to Toybox, and then let's see, Toybox, Boombox, and Lock Sound. And as you can see, it has a new new badge here, and we have changed it to chirp. You have a list of different options. Let's just run down through them. You have fart, charged up, rubber ducky, jingle, old school horn, applause, goat, quack, chirp, clown horn, prison door, badumts, and your USB one or a random one as well. I've seen some really cool ones that people have come up with, like the Sega loading sound and some other really neat ones. I will go ahead and try to have you guys hear some of these. I'm not sure how well the mic will pick it up, but let's give it a try. We'll start with fart. So again, I'm not sure how well you're able to hear these. It is pretty quiet, but I'll run through a couple more. So that was the majority of them. I'm not sure how well they all came through, obviously. But yeah, very nice to see that they added those to the system. Jumping back into our release notes, you can see next up is automatic 911 calls. Your vehicle will call 911 if an accident triggers the airbags. A countdown timer allows you to cancel the call before it's placed if you don't need 911. This feature works automatically when your mobile phone is connected via Bluetooth. This is another welcome sort of Waze update here. Speed cameras as well as other indicators are now able to be shown on navigation. So when you're running navigation, it now includes symbols along your route to show speed cameras, stop signs, and traffic lights. To see this route information, you must have navigation and online routing turned on. Obviously, this will need premium connectivity. In mobile as well, you now have your trip planner where you can actually do multi-point stops or simple destination routing. And to do this in the mobile app, you'll need to go to location, navigation, or navigate and enter a destination. For multiple stops or to make changes, simply edit trip, add stops. If needed, Trip Planner will also include charging stops along the way. Then choose Send to Car to share it with your vehicle. And the call out at the bottom here, it does require Tesla app 4.27.5 or higher. Also now, very nice to see, they have alternate routes while driving. It will basically dynamically reroute you if there is a better route along the way. And as you can see here, it says, see alternate routes in navigation and switch routes even after you started driving. While driving, choose the map mode button at the top right or tap the next turn to switch navigation overview and choose which route you want. Another always welcome change is Tesla's allowing you now to have access to more of the cameras in live view. So now you can see the pillar cameras. And as you can read here, it says, when you view your vehicle surroundings in the Tesla app, now you'll have access to the left and right pillar cameras. On your vehicle touchscreen, go to Controls, Safety, View Live Camera via mobile app, and then you can view from the app on your phone. Live camera is end-to-end encrypted and can't be accessed by Tesla, and again, it does require app version 4.27.5 or higher, as well as premium connectivity. Another one a lot of people are very happy about is the automatic blind spot camera. The blind spot camera view now alerts you with red shading along the edge when your turn signal is on and your vehicle detects an object or another vehicle in your blind spot. You obviously can turn this on by going to Controls, Autopilot, Automatic Blind Spot Camera. Now, I don't believe this is really necessary. We can always see how well a vehicle was in that camera from getting over. I do like the extra added highlight here with the red, but again, seems kind of minimal for what you get. But again, we'll take it. Next is a new light show. This is now the third light show we have this year, and we're going to put together a whole video with all three light shows for you to tell us which one you like the best. But for this one, now you have the Arrival tune, and all you need to go into that, as usual, is Toy Box, light show, schedule show, and you can pick. It now defaults to the Arrival, the new one. 1:50, as we said. You had Auld Lang prior, and then the original Carol of the Bells. We're going to skip past that one. For now, like I said, we will be doing a total video for the light shows here in the near future. Beyond these updates, you do have autopilot suspension. Obviously, if you're improperly using the system and you receive 5 forced autopilot disengagement, you will be suspended with it, short term for the week. And now this brings us to the OTA recall, or over-the-air recall. This is in accordance with all of the issues going on, I guess you can say, with autopilot down the road. But I do like to call out one thing here. These changes are made more so to make sure drivers are using the system as intended and not abusing it. A lot of people, a lot of media coverage are saying that this is proof that autopilot does not work. This has nothing to do with that. It just increased the strictness of driver attention. Basically, you're going to have to give the steering wheel or yoke a couple of more tugs or pulls at it, as you should be doing all along anyway, paying attention to it. And it has a little larger font size and text size, obviously, as you can see here as well. No big deal. Still, I don't think that the media rightfully understands this, or they're truly trying to gauge what is really going on for whatever reason or another. And then, obviously, we have minor updates at the end here, which have 4 different bullet points. One allows you now to shuffle title, playlists, and album. Next is in Apple Music and Spotify. You can show your account profile image to indicate which account you're using for each. Availability varies by model and location. And then when you use Controls Search on the touchscreen, your results now include links to entries in the owner's manual, in addition to results with vehicle settings, so you can find the settings you want or learn more about it. And then you do also have the ability to search the vehicle map for charging locations. You can now filter between 2 charging speeds. 3 lightning bolts shows locations with more than 70 kilowatts. 1 lightning bolt shows locations with 70 kilowatts or less. And then obviously from the original branch, destination charging availability was in 23.44 the whole time. Has nothing to do with this update here. So yeah, that was a lot to go over. What do you guys think of the holiday update? A lot of people said it was underwhelming. I think we had other hopes and dreams in this build, but I still think it was a solid update nonetheless. And it's always nice to see your vehicle get better over time. Vehicles without USS, or the ultrasonic sensors, did get an extra parking feature that will be rolling out to USS vehicles here in the near future as well, but we don't have that since we do have USS in our vehicles, so can't show you that today. Thanks for watching, guys. Thumbs up this video, subscribe to the channel, and we will catch you in the next one. Peace.